My name is Megan Crabtree. I'm in section 2, and this is for Journal 5, talking about diversity. Our classroom is not very culturally diverse. We have one child that may be Hispanic, but she's not ELL. Gender, we have 14 girls and 6 boys. So, definitely more girls. Disabilities, we have one child with Asperger's, and economic status, most of them come from poor homes. I think we have maybe one or two that come from a family that has a high economic status. I believe the school does value diversity. In my classroom, I don't think my teacher celebrates it, but she does not choose one child over the other. And the children don't really know, I don't think, that they're different. They're still first grade, so they're still lovable and sweet and kind and play with pretty much anyone, no matter, their differences. As far as the curriculum goes, I have not seen any curriculum that shows any kind of diversity. That's not to say that there's not any in our classroom, but I have not seen them. Not just race or culture, not even disability or anything. And as far as Miss Sprinkle's classroom library, I have not seen any, but like I said in my other journal, her library is just hectic and crazy. The library at school, I did look at, but I didn't really get to see a lot of different cultures. I saw different genres and grade levels, but I did not see culturally diverse. But like I said, it's not to say that the school doesn't have it. As far as instruction goes, Miss Sprinkle does try to help every student. My child with Asperger's goes to another room and does her work, but sometimes she'll do her work in class. She's more than capable of doing it. I got to see her take a math test, and it was incredible. During reading tests, she pulls the people that have a hard time reading to the back, and they will read together, and then the whole class will take the test together. But that just helps the students struggling. She also will read things aloud, which helps the kids that learn with hearing. She has visuals on the board. She will post words, but then she'll also post pictures, which helps the kids that learn by seeing. And they also use manipulatives, especially in math. They use the cubes, and I think that really helps a lot learn. My CT is really good at trying to help every student. She doesn't teach something one way and hope that they get it. The other day in math, we were taking 10 squares and adding to it, and the kids were so confused. You could just see it on their faces. And Miss Sprinkle just told them to close their books, and everyone come down to the rug, and they all went down to the rug and brought their cubes. And to me, that's a good teacher. To see that, more than half the class is struggling, let's teach it a different way. And it was just excellent to see. There are different forms of assessment. What she does is she lets them talk to one another, the turn and talk, which is great because she gets to listen to them. They also get to, when they're doing the spelling words or writing their sentences, they can write on whiteboards and then turn it around so she can see it. That's one way that she assesses that they're learning their spelling words. She also has little magnet letters, and they each have their own in a bag, and they go over what they're learning for that week. Like they've been learning the SH blend and the TH blend. So I think that's really good for people who learn differently. They also get to play computer games, and then she gets to look to see how they're doing. They also get to write silly sentences, which I think is great during station time. They are funny, but it also helps them learn, and then Miss Sprinkle gets to see what kind of sentence they learn. So she does informal, and then of course she does formal types of assessment. So I think she does a good job at assessing every child and not saying that every child has to take a test and that's how she's going to assess. She will do it in different ways because they all learn differently. I would like to see more culture being taught and just different things, and diversity in disabilities. They need to know that people who are different are still people. But there is one child, I don't know if she's in 3rd or 4th, she's in a wheelchair, in like an electric wheelchair, and she'll go down the hall, and they speak to her. So I think that that's good, but I also think that they need to be taught that there are different kinds of disabilities and different people. Coming, I think in December, she's going to be talking about people from different places. She talked about, I think, France and somewhere else, and they're going to be not only learning about them. Her mother, I think, speaks French fluently, so she's going to come in and also is going to have food that they eat there, and I think that that's great. So I wish that I could see that. So overall, I do believe that my CT and my school, I loved the school I was at. I was at Highland. I believe that they value diversity, and if the students keep being taught that, they will.